Then you see a pack of Hell's Angels going by, people are going to want to look. Next thing you know, cars, because they're just staring at us and not paying attention to stop traffic.
If you wanted to break the law on an everyday norm, you should have joined the street gang. That's what they're known for. That's what they do. You're not allowed to steal cars on my block. We steal those cars.
I mean, it was so bad by us in Vegas. I was in the pool swimming, and the guys came back, "Hey, Pee-wee, the cops are here. They want to talk to you." I said, "Well, go talk to them. Find out what they want." And they came back, they go, "They want to talk to you."
Typically, if you leave the club, if you haven't been in for 10 years, you're automatically out back.
Got put out in 2006, back in 2007, wound up going into Cannon 2011. Came out of there, I had 4.5 years to walk off with zero support from that club.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we're going to talk about this crazy story that happened in 2016 when the Hells Angels shot a man, allegedly, over a parking cone. Before we get to this story, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell your brothers, sisters, friends, cousin, to check out Chatting with Stacks. We got a lot of great content. Interviews drop every single day at 10 p.m. I'm going to start dropping a lot more because I have so many lined up and ready to go. I might as well just drop more content, right? I'm thinking about just starting another channel, just running 2 of them. Well, I do have a channel called Black Hand, if you guys don't know. But that just streams the same content I put over here, but I might as well start a whole new one. But anyway, before we get to this story, we're going to talk about a couple different situations that happen. In sad news, the co-owner of Poopies biker bar was murdered. It was a murder, unaliving. Very sad situation. Shelly Lieb, co-owner of Poopies biker bar, killed in a murder. I can't say that word here. Savannah, Illinois. Poopies, the biggest biker bar in Illinois, announced the passing of co-owner Shelly Lieb on Wednesday. Police in Clinton, Iowa, identified Lieb as the victim of a murder. On Friday, authorities said Brian Witherspoon, 57, shot Lieb, 52, and then himself. The pair was found during a welfare check at the home, Pershing Boulevard, around 12:30 p.m. Family said Lieb's body was found in the home along with her ex-fiance. Whether she was lighting up the room with her smile or lending a hand to someone who needed it. She lived with her heart wide open. Shelly had a way of making everyone feel like family. Her warmth, her laugh, and her unwavering love for her people left a lasting impression on every heart that she touched. Whether you knew her for a lifetime or just a moment, you felt her kindness. The bar wrote on a Facebook post, Lieb passed away at the age of 52 in her home on Friday, April 18th, according to her obituary. Shelly was the owner of Sassy's Second Boutique. She was office manager at Real Estate, Getaway Real Estate, and Remax Real Estate. Following, she was the co-owner of Legends with Connor Lee and Poopies, local pub in Savannah, Illinois. She also co-owned Thomas Properties. Her obituary states, damn, she had her hand in a lot of different things. Lieb and Lee became co-owners of Poopies in August 2024. Shelly organized a grief support group which met at Legends once a month. She was a member of a River Church of Clinton, Ride for Recovery at Life Connections, Iowa Real Estate Association. She enjoyed planning, organizing events, her birthday parties, and events for people to get together. She hosted a podcast for fentanyl awareness. Shelley enjoyed shopping, which women doesn't. I mean, they all enjoy shopping, don't they? Where she helped her family members, employees, gardening, flowers, and going on beach vacations, hosting family holidays, gatherings, especially for her special grandson, Holden. The obituary said a funeral service will be held Friday, April 25th at the Pap Funeral Home in Clinton, Iowa. That's a sad situation, you know. People are dealing with mental health, and they like her ex-fiance had to go and do that and take her away from the world. It's a very sad situation. Rest in peace to her, and sending prayers to her family. If you guys don't know, in other news, he was a present Hell's Angel, passed away in London. I believe this was a motorcycle accident, I believe. Oh, let's see here if I can find it. I might have to come back to this one. But people are posting online about this guy. They were saying he's a great guy and all this. So rest in peace to him. I forget his name. But we'll get back to that one. Rest in peace to him and his family and all that. So there's a bunch of different things going on. If you guys don't know, you might have seen this story I did about the Iron Wings MC clubhouse that got raided. So there's been a bunch of arrests going on, and I got some inside information about what's going on with the Iron Wings Motorcycle Club. Oh, yeah. So people were speculating what's going on, like why, because they weren't putting that much information out there. But I got the rundown. I know exactly how all this started. I know how it transpired, and we're going to talk about that, but not today. I'm going to save that one for you guys. We'll do that one tomorrow. Today, we're talking about this guy. So this guy was a part of the Hells Angels in New York, and he shot a man allegedly, and he has since passed away, so rest in peace to him. But he allegedly shot a man over a parking cone in front of the clubhouse. So man shot in a parking spot brawl with Hells Angel biker. It says a biker shot a man in the gut after he moved an orange traffic cone that was holding spots outside the Hells Angels East Village clubhouse early Sunday, cops said. David Martinez, 25, was riding in a passenger seat of his Mercedes-Benz around 1:20 a.m. when his friend driving the car had to stop because of a livery car was blocking his way on East 3rd Street, cops said. Martinez got out to move the cone. One of several notorious motorcycle clubs have set up to hold the spots bare its headquarters so the Mercedes could pass, sources said. But the Hells Angels members wearing the group's insignia on this jacket came out of the clubhouse and told Martinez, "Don't touch it," cops said. The two began arguing, and 3 other men who were traveling with Martinez piled out of the car, at which point the biker threw a punch at him, cops said. Other bikers spilled out of the clubhouse on 77 East 3rd Street, and a street fight ensued, during which an angel was knocked to the pavement by a man who was preparing to kick him, cops said. A prospective Hell's Angel, who was also on the ground, pulled out a handgun and fired a single shot that struck Martinez in the abdomen. The shooter is believed to be a prospect because he wasn't wearing the Hells Angels official death head patch. Martinez's pals, which included a woman, loaded back into the Mercedes and rushed him to Bellevue Hospital. His wound wasn't considered life-threatening, and family members said he underwent surgery and was in stable condition. 3 suspects, all described as white men, believed to be riding motorcycles, were being sought by the cops. The shooter was described as wearing black boots, jeans, and a jean jacket over a red hoodie. He may walk with a limp, cop says. The NYPD is reviewing surveillance video in the area. And they're also seeking a warrant for the video from inside the Hells Angels clubhouse, which also has 4 cameras outside. I wish I could get that footage because the whole thing is probably on tape. The Hells Angels, it says, zealously protect the parking spaces outside their clubhouse, which is the official looking sign that says no parking except authorized Hells Angels affixed to the brick facade. A Google Map image also shows traffic cones blocking spaces on both sides of the street and out front, with a large amount of space in between 3 covered motorcycles. Cops took the cones they found on the street Sunday morning. They took the cones. Famed civil rights lawyer Ron Kuby, I remember when this happened too, who's represented several members of the club in the past, was unaware of the shooting when reached by the newspaper. No white man on a motorcycle has contacted me with respects to this incident, he said. East Village residents have complained for years about the parking situation outside the Hells Angels clubhouse, saying the infamous biker gang was known to routinely use traffic cones and sawhorses to reserve spaces on the block. If you try to park, they say you can't park there, and people move away. One resident complained to the New York Times in 1999. At least 8 cones and a sawhorse were found blocking spots on both sides of the street just a week before the residents spoke to the newspaper. Although there have been no reported incidents or arrests record retaliating or relating to the parking disputes, many of the neighbors have come forward and voiced their concern, including members of the Manhattan Community Board. He said, there's nothing but cursed for the neighborhood, one resident told the New York Observer in 2005, when the New York NYU dormitory was erected next door, was threatened to push the bikers out. The shit hasn't hit the fan yet with whoever's going to go in and out of the dorm building and park their cars in front of the building, the resident added anonymously. While the parking situation outside the clubhouse has been a thorn in the side of residents, most who live in the area said they enjoy having the bikers around because it lowers the crime rate. They are not the nicest people in the world. I mean, they would cut your leg off in a heartbeat. Don Molden, a retired cop who served in the East Village 9th Precinct for 26 years, told the newspaper. But the funny part was that there was very little crime on that block, although we didn't find some unconscious people laying there once in a while, you know. He said He said, we find unconscious people laying around there once in a while, of questionable moral fiber. So allegedly, this guy's he pulled out a gun and shot a man over a parking space. It's pretty crazy. Maureen, how are you doing? Lindsay, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Rah, what's going on? You guys are all great. Thank you guys for joining me today. East Coast Less Lethal, what's going on? Waddell, what's good? Joe Della, haven't seen you in a minute. Joe, how are you? Big Boy Blue, what's going on? Richard, can you guys hear? Can you hear Nancy in the background? I can. So allegedly, what had happened was this man ends up passing away. Hell's Angel charged in shooting. He dies of an aneurysm. Hell's Angel biker charged in a shooting of a man who dared to move a parking cone outside the infamous Gangs East Village headquarters dies from an aneurysm, his lawyers said. Prosecutors dismissed the assault case against Anthony Lovetti, 52, Wednesday in Manhattan criminal court due to his August passing while on a motorcycle road trip. Defense lawyer Ron Kuby said the biker died doing what he loved the most, riding motorcycles with his brothers. Lovetti had faced first-degree assault and weapon possession raps for allegedly shooting 25-year-old David Martinez in the stomach, December 11, 2016. Martinez had moved a cone outside the East Village clubhouse so he could park. Kuby previously said the NYPD surveillance video showed Martinez kick Lovetti in the head before the biker fired a single round at him. Martinez, who suffered severe cone damage and damage to his spine, said he had forgiven Lovetti. I'm past the moment of revenge, of anger, Martinez said, of what I was feeling in the hospital bed when I couldn't move, I couldn't walk, I couldn't use the bathroom by myself. My condolences to his family and friends, said Martinez, adding, my blessings go out to the Hells Angels. I'm sure he didn't want to press charges after, I don't know. So apparently, in the surveillance video, this guy Martinez did kick the member of the Hells Angels in the head. So is it self-defense? New York City, self-defense does not work like that. They do not have stand your ground laws and all that shit. Same thing in Connecticut. They don't have that. If you use force against somebody, it has to be the same force that they're using against you. So one time I had these people trying to kick my door in, right? And I maced the shit out of all of them. Maced them all. And the police came and they were trying to arrest me. And I'm like, you are crazy. Crazy. Insane. They put the mace in an evidence bag and everything. What the hell? How are you, Maureen? Those parking spots are coveted. Richard, what's going on? So there's so much stuff going on. We're going to be talking about the Iron Wings Motorcycle Club tomorrow. I don't know if you guys remember when I did a story about this. So Insane Throttle did a story about it today. So it says reports of a Erie man identified as a member of the Iron Wings Motorcycle Club was charged with assault and is currently jailed in connection to separate case. Assault charges. The individual charge related to assault incident in Erie, Pennsylvania, details assault. Such date, location, and victim are not fully specified. Significant enough for the warrant charge, a separate case. While charged with assault, the man is being held in jail due to unrelated legal matter. The nature of the second case is not detailed. Provided context. The Iron Wings Motorcycle Club. Suspect affiliation with the Iron Wings Motorcycle Club. It's known outlaw motorcycle club in Erie with a history of violent incidents highlighted. The club is linked to prior conflicts, 2015 shootout, and 2021 kidnapping case involving rival motorcycle clubs. This case adds the Iron Wings record of legal violent incidents. In March 2025, raids. So they raided the clubhouse. I don't know if you guys remember that. I did a show about that. You can see the door laying on the ground right there. Who remembers when I did the show about the Iron Wings clubhouse getting raided? And the door laying on the ground. Let me see if I can find it. I got another picture of that. Let me pull that up real quick. So a bunch of people got arrested. And I do got some inside information about the situation. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on, how it transpired. Because, you know, you only get a little bit from the newspaper. They don't really give you much to go with. You can only really speculate on what's going on. But we got the inside scoop. We're going to give you guys that tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'll set up the show right after I'm done with this. That's what their cuts look like. This is their clubhouse. Here's the door that the cops busted off the hinges and left laying on the ground. I mean, so when the cops do that, I mean, it's crazy that they can do that and just walk away. The cops can bust the door right off the hinges. They can tear the whole place apart, and then they could just walk away. Then they don't have to pay for anything. And if you want your money for all this, they have to bring it to court and get legal damages and all this shit. They do not make it easy for people. And that's pretty messed up that they would do something like that. It really is. Let me see here. Wrong picture. Oh. Wes Watson will be going to prison soon. So, in other news, the Mongols have been seen with the Beast Motorcycle Club. They have been seen with the Pagans as well. You know that really doesn't matter, though. All these clubs have been seen with each other. I mean, every club has been seen with each other, even mortal enemies. There's pictures of them clubs together. So, hopefully, this summer is not a bloody one, and these clubs can get along. There's a situation going on down south in Forest Park where there was a gathering. I'm not sure exactly who was involved, but there were some motorcycle clubs. They usually have this event every year, and they said it's been peaceful every single year. And just this year, someone pulled out a gun and started shooting. Hey, Mike Ball, what's going on, man? How are you? Thank you for joining me today. Hungover Closer, what's good? What is this story? Did this happen recently? No, this didn't happen recently. The man getting shot over the parking spot? No, you missed it. This happened in 2016. I think it was December 11th. So if you guys are just getting here, this happened in 2016. A biker, it says a biker shot a man in the gut after moving orange traffic cone that was holding spots outside the Hells Angels East Village clubhouse. David Martinez, 25, was riding in the passenger seat of his Mercedes-Benz around 1:20 a.m. when his friend driving the car had to stop because a livery car was blocking his way on the East 3rd Street, cops said. Martinez got out to move the cone, one of several notorious motorcycle clubs set up to hold spots near its headquarters so the Mercedes-Benz could pass. But the Hells Angels members wearing the group's insignia on their jackets came out of the clubhouse and told Martinez not to touch it. The two began arguing, and 3 men who were traveling with Martinez piled out of the car, at which point the biker threw a punch at him. Other bikers spilled out of the clubhouse, and a street fight ensued in which an angel was knocked to the pavement by the man who was preparing to kick him. A prospective Hells Angels member who was also on the ground pulled out a handgun and fired a single shot that struck Martinez in the abdomen. The shooter is believed to be a prospect because he wasn't wearing the Hells Angels official death head patch. Martinez's pals, which included a woman, I don't know why they had to put that. You know, they want to make it seem like, oh, they had a woman in the car. Oh, they shouldn't have done that because they had a woman in the car. Come on, these guys, you know, this guy Martinez and all his buddies were probably drunk as hell, talking tons of shit. They were probably looking for a fight too, you know. They said Martinez's pal, which included a woman, because they have to let that be known, loaded him into the Mercedes and rushed him to Bellevue Hospital. His wounds weren't considered life-threatening. Family members said he underwent surgery and is in stable condition. 3 suspects, all described as white men believed to be riding motorcycles, were being sought by cops. The shooter is described as wearing black boots, jeans, and a jean jacket over a red hoodie. He may walk with a limp, cops said. Yeah, from being kicked on the ground. The NYPD is reviewing surveillance video in the area and still search warrant for the video inside the Hells Angels clubhouse, which has 4 cameras outside. The Hells Angels protect their parking spaces outside the club, which has an official-looking sign, no parking except authorized Hells Angels affixed to the brick facade. In Google Map images, also shows traffic cones blocking spaces on both sides of the street out front, with a large amount of space in between covered motorcycles. Cops took the cones they found in the streets Saturday morning, sources said. Famed civil rights lawyer Ron Kuby, who also represented several members of the club in the past, was unaware of the shooting when he was reached out by the Post. No white men on motorcycles contacted me with respects to this incident, he said. Shout out to Ron Kuby. I spoke with him probably a month ago. I'm trying to get him to come on the show to tell his story. Everyone's got a story. And he's represented some of the most well-known people out there. I think he was involved with a lot of mob things too. Sammy Gravano put a hit out on Ron Kuby, if you guys don't know. He's a part of a lot of documentaries, and he's got a lot of information. So hopefully he'll come on and we could chop it up. So, but he ended up passing away. Hey, 54 Wishbone, what's good, man? How are you? All 81 I know are tradesmen, loggers, and business people. How's Nancy doing? She's doing great, Sean. She is doing great. Let me see something real quick. Here, check out this video. Go get Nancy.
So, good morning. John Pullen with DEA and the Rocky Mountain Division. We're here on the scene of an underground nightclub where over 300 federal law enforcement, along with our local partners from El Paso County and Colorado Springs PD, executed an enforcement operation this morning. It's a drug investigation. We seized quite a number of guns and took a number of people into custody. I think what I'd like for people to know as a result of this operation is that Colorado Springs is waking up to a safer community today.
Give us some perspective here. 300 law enforcement officers. What brought about this kind of requirement, this kind of need to keep your possession?
So this is an underground illegal nightclub, okay? And what was happening inside was significant drug trafficking, prostitution, crimes of violence. We seized a number of guns in there. We had active duty service members who were running security at the club and involved in some of these crimes. And in fact, we had over 100.
Bam! Nancy's right here. Hey, Nancy, say hi to the people. Say hi to the people, Nancy. So Nancy has a TikTok. Nancy has her own TikTok. I'll drop a link for the TikTok in the chat, and you guys can follow Nancy on her little journey. Okay? Let me see if I can get a link for it for you guys. Hi, Nancy. You got something to say? Hi, Nancy. She's looking. I don't know if I can do this on there. You're licking me. Stop licking me. I gotta feed Nancy lunch. Stop it. I gotta feed you lunch in a minute. Right after this stream is done. Are you tired? You're hungry, huh? Just licking every damn thing. All right, that's enough. That's enough, Nancy. Boom. Here's the TikTok is in I believe she's a red nose, yeah. I mean, she's got a red nose. See? Huh, Nancy? Yeah, they definitely do tear shit up. Hell yeah, the prospect was standing on business, man. Make sure you guys go follow Nancy. What up, Tyler? How you doing? We got Nancy in the building. I gotta go feed her. She's a shit machine. That's what she is. You're a shit machine, huh? Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you. We got to get together and do that interview, Mike. She's licking every damn thing. I got to go feed Nancy. Appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. Don't forget to watch the interview is dropping tonight. Part 3. Thomas, the founder of COSA, Knights of St. Anthony's. Part 3 is tonight. If you guys want to watch the full interview, you can watch it on Patreon. You can watch it on members only on YouTube. But if you want to watch it in parts for free, all you got to do is tonight, 10 p.m., it'll be out. Let me go feed this vicious animal. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget tonight, we got a lot of great content on the way. Tomorrow, the Iron Wings Motorcycle Club, we're going to give you the inside information on what's going on. You won't be able to hear it anywhere else. Straight from the source. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. If you like the show, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, too fucking bad, start your own podcast. I appreciate all you guys. And remember, don't be a bitch.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.